watching Good Day Siouxland with Mallory Smith, Nick Wilson, and meteorologist Victor Perez. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Good morning. It is 6:45 on this Thursday morning. I'm Mallory Smith.
I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Victor Perez.
All right, so what are we seeing right now? Because I'm just looking at the cameras. Is it a little foggy, overcast, kind of just muggy? What are we seeing?
Well, because we're so muggy, we're seeing a little bit of fog start to develop through the morning hours. It has been concentrated out to our east. Normally how the situation is when we see fog in Sioux City, it's focused closer towards the studio than downtown. We can see a little bit of fog out there. Cars are moving. It does look like the camera just froze a little bit, as we'll see that it's looking clearer by Wayne, with temperatures that are currently reported in the 70s for most of the viewing area. 73 in Sioux City, 79 in Burn, and 76 in Wayne and Norfolk. East of us, the touch cooler, though Storm Lake is now up to 77, with winds hovering between 5 and 10 miles per hour. But more importantly, a heat advisory that will be going into effect at 1 in the afternoon today and lasting until 8. There is an excessive heat warning out by the Twin Cities, but we'll just be seeing that the heat advisory sticks around for us as we expect temperatures to feel like above 100 degrees again. Back to you, too.
Another day of hot temperatures. All right, thanks, Victor. Well, according to the USDA, fertilizer prices more than doubled between 2021 and 2022. The increase was due to short supply and high energy costs, as well as other factors.
That's right, and I spoke with people about how these fertilizer prices and shortages have impacted farmers. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the price of fertilizer products in Iowa is still higher than it was a couple years ago. The average cost of anhydrous ammonia this year is more than $700 a ton, and liquid nitrogen is over $350 per ton. Grant Howe is a third-generation farmer near Hinton. He says his family has experimented with different kinds of fertilizer with mixed results.
We've used dry urea, and it takes a lot of rain to get that into the ground. So we prefer anhydrous, and we really like our chicken litter because it gives us organic matter and sulfur and zinc and calcium. The yield's always better with chicken litter versus commercial fertilizer.
He says fertilizer prices have been quite volatile over the last couple of years.
Last fall it was extremely high, and this spring it was low. And 2 years ago, it was the opposite. So you really need to plan your marketing, and your interest rates will affect that.
Leah Tenaple is a field agronomist for Iowa State Extension and Outreach.
So the past few years, the combination of the high fertilizer prices and the low supply has been a very big stressor for farmers.
She helps growers plan for the harvest season. She says farmers often need a variety of fertilizers.
Yeah, I think there's always probably research being done on different alternative fertilizers. But when it comes to row crops, we need them on such a big level, and we need so many tons of them that it's hard to come up with some of these alternatives.
She says the most common fertilizer in northwest Iowa is manure, and preparation is critical for growers.
We recommend that farmers soil sample their fields, know exactly what nutrients are out there, so you have a good idea of what else you need to supplement with.
And the USDA is providing nearly $10 million through the Fertilizer Production Expansion Program to Landis Cooperative and Progressive Ag Cooperative to increase local fertilizer options for Iowa farmers and producers.
That's pretty great to see. All right, thanks for bringing that to us, Nick. Well, elsewhere in Iowa, RAGBRAI cyclists are waking up this morning in Des Moines before setting off on the 82-mile ride to their next stop in Tama, Toledo. So here's a live look at the scene as riders head out from downtown Des Moines. This camera is provided by the city of Des Moines, so you can see a few riders over there going over the bridge. Thousands of RAGBRAI participants, though, are expected to travel over that bridge as the morning goes on. Even just a little bit ago, Nick and I were looking out on that camera, and there was a few more you could see. But we are getting into kind of those later morning hours. I know they're notorious for setting off very early, so.
And they just keep coming too, but it looks like most of them have made it through for now.
Yeah, it does, and it seems like, yeah, we've already watched a few of them go through, but see, roughly 30,000 cyclists will be actually spending the night in Waterworks Park. That was near downtown Des Moines. But one neighborhood also opened their homes and lawns to riders to make sure that everyone could find a place to stay the night.
It's located right on Des Moines' 60th Avenue, and it's what looks like RAGBRAI City. The cyclist takeover happened thanks to a RAGBRAI veteran with an open heart and a big yard.
I wanted to pay it forward. I have been fortunate enough that every time I've ridden RAGBRAI, I've had air-conditioned homes to stay in, and I wanted to provide that to other people that don't have the connections in Iowa.
Barb Heenan can't ride in RAGBRAI anymore because of a medical condition that's affected her breathing, but she made sure these riders had a place to stay when they arrived in Des Moines last night. She convinced 20 neighbors to host RAGBRAI teams and got the word out through Facebook. More than 250 cyclists stayed in her neighborhood overnight. Heenan even fed them a free spaghetti dinner to help them feel at home.
RAGBRAI family is like no other. Everybody helps each other out, and it's just I see these guys once a year, and that's why I do it. Just come back and see everybody, and everybody is so nice.
I love it. It was nice to open up my home and let people come in and shower, and they were just so appreciative. I mean, just the feeling of gratitude that they give you is amazing.
Okay, meat sauce okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Perfect.
The RAGBRAI riders who spent the night in that neighborhood are not just from Iowa. Some of the cyclists made the trip from as far away as Texas and Idaho.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the annual bike ride across the Hawkeye State has already led to at least one arrest of an Iowa State lawmaker, no less. According to court records filed in Sac County, Iowa, State Senator Adrian Dickey was arrested Monday afternoon and charged with interference with official acts. That charge is a simple misdemeanor. The documents indicate that Dickey was arrested by a Sac County deputy after refusing to move off of a road being cleared by law enforcement. Dickey represents District 44, which is in southeastern Iowa.
Meanwhile, the heat continues to be one of the biggest obstacles cyclists have to contend with as the ride goes on. Organizers have continued to make sure bottled water is available along the route to help these riders stay hydrated, but the weather has not put much of a damper on the ride. In fact, yesterday's leg of the journey might have set a new world record for the largest ever group bicycle ride.
You expect that it might be a hot day in the middle of July, end of July. We certainly got that. We have had an incredible turnout. It's record numbers of bikers, and hoping for record number of participants from the community coming out tonight.
The current world record for the largest group bicycle ride involved nearly 49,000 cyclists in Italy. Yesterday's RAGBRAI crowd had an estimated number of 60 to 65,000 riders. Well, switching gears now, it's time to meet today's Stray of the Day.
And every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption Rescue who's waiting to go home.
Yeah, so this is Zelda, a 6 to 9-month-old female orange and white tabby kitten. She was found in the 2100 block of Summit Street. The rescue says she is a super friendly, outgoing, and playful cat who would love a home with someone willing to play with her. Zelda is available for adoption now.
If you've lost your pet, looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. That's at SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com.
She's still a little bit on the younger side. She might outgrow the whole playing thing. My cats have not, so she also might not outgrow the playing thing. I feel like, honestly, my cats remind me so much of dogs because of how often they want to play. It is not really getting out playing kind of temperatures, though.
Oh, it's not. I feel bad for people like myself with energetic pets. They want to be outside, but it's too hot. It really is.
Even for them.
Yeah, I mean, you and me have dogs that are meant for the warm. They still don't want it.
Yeah.
But we'll see conditions that are going to be pretty warm today. I mean, yesterday we felt up to 106 degrees through the afternoon hours with the high temperatures that reached up to 98 here in Sioux City. I believe 99 actually, but we'll see the temperatures today are going to be more of the same. Winds flowing out from the south, so might be feeling like some hot breezes coming your way as the looping radar here shows that we were quiet for most of the morning, especially in central and western Siouxland. But east of us, we've had a line of showers and storms that developed, and at this point is almost out of the forecast area that was developing. About a half-inch size hail as the stormcast keeps us a little bit cloudier through the afternoon hours, but then clearer again through the early evening. Hopefully it can start to cool us off a little bit as we start off tomorrow with clear skies before we see more clouds and then showers and storms as we hit the late afternoon and early evening. for Saturday morning heading into a cooler weekend. Now temperatures today going to be rising up into the upper 90s again. Going to have another hot one with high humidity values, and we're not the only hot one, as most of the plains and the Midwest are going to show temperatures in the triple digits for some locations and the upper 90s for those that are not reaching those triple digits. So either way, we're going to be feeling like the triple digits. Tomorrow we fall to the mid 90s though, and then through Saturday and Sunday we got 80s. Does look like next week shows temperatures getting back into those 90s, but it's only a brief week of 90s.
Yeah, looking like it. All right, thanks, Victor. Now let's turn to sports, where the Iowa Hawkeye football team held their Big Ten Media Day. Anthony Mitchell has those details in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. Big Ten football media days are officially here as the Hawkeyes had their turn at the podium yesterday, with this year's team presenting plenty of intrigue after facing key departures while adding some big-time transfers. Taking a look at this Hawkeye squad, despite losing Buckus Award winner Jack Campbell and Sam Laporta to the NFL draft, the team picked up the Michigan Wolverines duo of Eric All and quarterback Cade McNamara. The addition of the pair hopes to boost the offense, which was ranked 123rd in the nation in points per game. Now defensively, they're led by Odebolt native and Big Ten preseason Defensive Player of the Year Cooper DeJean. The Hawkeyes defense second in scoring defense while returning 59% of its production. Plenty of ingredients here in Iowa City for the Hawkeyes to cook up an improved year.
Just trying to be better than we were last year, and I think we brought some guys in that'll help us out with that. Obviously, you talk about Cade, Nick Jackson on the defensive side. I think those are two great guys, along with the other guys that we brought in and the guys that we still have. I think just focusing on this summer, getting better, bigger, faster, stronger. That's what we harp on at Iowa.
The Sioux City Explorers suffered its first loss to Winnipeg 2 days ago, with the X's aiming to bounce back in Game 2 of the series in Canada last night. Sioux City hoping to snap its 4-game losing streak, and it would be the X's starting the game on the right foot. Scott Oda takes the first pitch at the top of the third inning out over the right field fence for a solo shot. That's his second home run in the last 3 games. Explorers take the 1-0 lead. Same inning, a few batters later, Kyle Kasser makes contact, poking this one down past the left field line. Matt Lloyd scores. Now Sioux City up a pair of runs. Top of the 4th inning we go. Delvin Zinn with a hard grounder. Winnipeg just can't seem to handle it here. Make it 3-0 Sioux City Explorers. Winnipeg would score 2 runs to cut into the deficit. Keith Torres makes it a tie game with 1 swing of the bat. His second home run in as many nights. Home team takes the lead in the 7th. They go on to score 7 unanswered runs as the Explorers fall 10-3. The Exits aiming to avoid the sweep in tonight's season finale. And that'll be all for sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Well, now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
It's what you need to know before you go. Sioux City Fire Rescue was helped by the community in responding to an overnight fire early this morning. Fire crews were called to a structure fire on the 1800 block of West 4th Street at 1:20 this morning. Upon arrival, they found flames on the outside of the building. Kevin Kelleher with Sioux City Fire Rescue says crews extinguished those flames in about 90 seconds and nobody was injured. But before they arrived, police and neighbors notified the occupants about the fire. Kelleher says that made a big difference.
Just like anything, you see something, say something. If this fire would have continued, we'd have a lot more damage, possibly get people injured or killed.
He says the majority of the damage is on the building's exterior, but there is some smoke damage inside.
And elsewhere in Siouxland, 2 people are dead and 2 others were injured following a crash on Interstate 29 in Harrison County, Iowa, about 4 miles north of the city of Mondawmin. The crash took place at around 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon. A Nissan Murano was traveling north through a road construction zone that was reduced to 1 lane of traffic. The Murano then rear-ended an Isuzu NPR HD truck that was putting out the traffic cones used to reduce the roadway to 1 lane. After the impact, both vehicles entered the median. The 57-year-old male driver of the Murano and a 45-year-old female passenger were pronounced dead at the scene. The 39-year-old male driver of the truck was transported to an Omaha hospital via life flight, while a 45-year-old male passenger was taken to an area hospital via EMS. The crash is under investigation by the Iowa State Patrol. All right, well, starting off on our morning, I feel like actually when we woke up, I know it was dark, but it was maybe a little bit clearer. Fog starting to roll in, or what's going on this morning?
We've seen some fog, saturated air. We could feel the humidity when we got out, and you're going to be feeling it if you're heading out this morning. And we'll be feeling the effects of it this afternoon with highs that are going to reach the upper 90s for most of the viewing area, and some reaching the triple digits like they did yesterday. I know Sioux Falls got up to 104, very warm conditions up there. We'll see 90s today, 90s tomorrow, but they're cooler 90s, and then 80s through the weekend there for Saturday and Sunday. A few more rain chances appear, but we'll just stay in the lower 90s for a few more days through next week until it's looking like we'll finally cool down for the weekend, hopefully.
Hopefully. All right, gotta get through the day.
So hot.
It's gonna be so hot. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.